So in the short term, yesterday was a very, very important day from a technical standpoint. And what we saw yesterday was a follow through from the previous big up day. And then what we saw was we touched the 25,000 level, actually piercing it. And then the negative was the reversal, right? So I think any technician looks at that and says, okay, that's a topping tail, that's a reversal day. You have to be a little bit careful if you're a Bitcoin bull when you see that type of price action, because essentially what it means is you saw this massive amount of euphoria, FOMO with retail investors in Bitcoin buying in. And then we saw somehow a reversal of epic proportion, which again wasn't the small investor selling all of a sudden, right? I mean, the small investor's not saying, oh, 25 is the top here. It's usually the bigger money. And so when you see bigger money unloading, you have to pay attention to that. And so at this point, that's a top, right? Now, again, can tops be violated? Can they be broken? Absolutely. But I never want to jump the gun. I want it to prove itself before I go on that side. So right now, you have a top at around 25,300 on Bitcoin. And unless that gets taken out with a daily close, you have to respect that as a short-term top. Near term, I do expect Bitcoin to come back in, and even over the midterm, I still think there's trouble brewing in the crypto market. So I'm not a person that thinks the lows are in yet. I know that may sound crazy to a lot of investors in Bitcoin after this big run, but again, I would just draw my attention. If I zoom out on this chart, this is a great bounce, nothing to take away from it. But in the scheme of the move and in the scheme of the bear market, we have to keep in mind that by no means are we back above major technical levels. Like 25,000 is a technical level. It's a mid-level one. But to be honest, I'll show you to where the big one is. The big one is at 30,000 right here. And the reason why psychologically this is a big level is because this was your mid-period of the 2021 bull market, right? This was the low pivot right here. So basically, I'm saying to myself is that if for me to be convinced that the lows are in on Bitcoin, we need to trade above, not just for a day, but I want to see it hold above for a little while above 30,000. And then I would say, okay, the lows are in.
Thank you for watching this far in. Please continue to support my channel by liking and subscribing for crypto updates. Bitcoin on the monthly chart. What you see here is a bullish candlestick formation. Potentially prices head 30,000. What may add to this is on the DXY weekly chart ahead and shoulders pattern forming. If price heads past 105 and closes above it will be invalid. However, the next target may head to 114, where potentially we get a massive reversal signal indicating a top for the dollars, in which means a more risk-on environment will present itself. That is all I have for you today. Thank you and goodbye.